A call that we get sometimes on machines that have been around for a while are that their timers for how long the machine run are no longer working, or the timer that tells the machine how long to fill are not working. This video is going to be how to identify what those timers are and how to replace them. So these are the two timers that we're talking about. A cycle timer, this is the timer that tells the machine how long to stay on. In other words, it goes forward and backwards for how long. In this case, up to 60 minutes. This timer is the water fill timer. This timer is a 5-minute timer. Not all machines have a water fill timer on them. Some machines just have a cycle timer and they fill their water in the machine differently. Some machines have a water fill timer, but they're more than 5 minutes. So some machines will have only one timer, some machines have two timers. So let's open it up and talk about how to replace those timers. When you're opening a machine, understand that this machine is a high voltage machine. You must have a qualified electrician get inside of this machine and do the work. Otherwise, there's a huge safety risk here. You will kill yourself if you're not qualified. First thing you do, you'll notice the machine will be on. You want to turn it to off. Our newer machines have this called lockout, tag out. You want to follow all procedures for that. Then you want to take a screwdriver and turn this one. If you've turned this and turned this, where you can start to open it and you're still having difficulties, don't yank because you're going to destroy this safety switch here. Make sure it's in the off position and open that. Our older machines do not have this switch on them. They have a disconnect switch off to the side or something similar. So you'll have to make sure the power is off before you get into this panel. You either disconnect in the back or here. Once you've decided the power is off and you understand how to get it open, you're going to open this up, right? This is where that timers are, 1 and 2. In this case, there's 2, a water fill timer and a cycle timer, right? You're gonna, in order to order a new one, if you've identified it's bad, you just need to order a new one from us. We need to know how many minute timer it is. And we're gonna show you a still picture here of how to identify where that is. There's a little marking on it, and it's usually off to the side there. But see if you can identify how many minutes that is. In this case, this is a 5-minute timer, and this one's a 60-minute timer. 60-minute timers are usually used for the cycle of keeping the machine off and on. The 5 minutes or 30 minutes are usually used for the water, but you may even have a different one. So identify what time it is. Also, send us a picture of the back of the timer. Most timers just have 2 wires like this coming out of them, but some of our cycle timers have 4 wires, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can identify and get you the right one. You might also be able to identify the right timer in our store below and buy it that way. So identify how many minutes the timer is, how many wires are coming out of it, and then you can just replace that timer. You'll see right here, to replace the timer, it's a matter of just disconnecting the wires. Again, make sure your power is off before you mess with any electric or changing things out. But you want to take the wires off, put your new one in, and replace the wires. If there's more than 2 wires in your timer, you want to replace those wires too. But in order to get the timer off, we're going to go back to the front here. These plates are just glued on there. You're going to pull this knob off, pull the knob off. You'll pry that plate off. It's glued on there. Then you'll notice there's 2 screws, one there and one there underneath that plate. Unscrew them, and then you'll notice that you'll just be able to take this timer off, put the new one in, replace those screws. Then you're going to glue the timer plate back on and push your knob back on, and you're finished.